All right, we found a buried treasure in our new building. Stay tuned, watch, we'll show it to you. All right, we're over here in the new showroom doing a little update. Looks a little different. A lot of progress made since yesterday, actually. All the stuff's been taken off the walls, all the holes have been filled, paint's been done. Went with our lovely white and black theme that we love so much. Getting ready to do a test drive video on the Ford 550 rollback out there, so stay tuned. But go bring you to what you came to this video for. Getting ready to take a walk into the secret lair. Yes, we found something hidden on this property, which is pretty cool. Check it out. All right, come on this way. So, covered up by that board there and a piece of carpet, you would have never known this was here. Watch your step, AJ. We've got a basement. It's pretty cool. It's an actual legit basement down here. We knew it had to be because we knew it had a boiler. So I'll do a whole video about a boiler and how it works. It's pretty neat technology for people that don't follow. And I know our demographic, a lot of you guys probably had grandparents and great-grandparents that had boilers in their house or building. But this building has it, which used to be a house. So this was the basement under the house. It's fluted out to the chimney. AJ made a good comment, could it have ever been a wood stove down here? It might have been, or could have been. This building is 100 years old. Maybe this year, it's real close to 100 years old. But this is a natural gas burner boiler. So the short basis of it is natural gas comes in to this boiler, and you look down there, AJ, you can see the fire at the very bottom. It's actually burning across the natural gas against basically like a radiator. And it's heating the water. So right here, I should have brought my little temperature gun. It's nice and warm. This is a pump that circulates it, but it's nice and warm. So it's bringing in cold water. It's heating the water. Any gas is venting out right here. Ooh, that's real hot. And then it's sending it out. Where's it sending it out to? On this building, this is a pretty decent sized boiler, I'd have to say. I think it's sending out to either 14 or 16 registers. I call them registers. They're also radiators. We'll go upstairs in just a second so you can see that. Then, of course, behind you, for those that really don't keep up with things, and we know we have some young viewers too, so this might be interesting. That's a hot water heater. You know, not much to that, but electric hot water heater. Yeah. When it explodes and it finally goes bad, we're going to have a mess down here. So you say what happens when something leaks. Look at all these water hoses. These are water hoses for the bathrooms. These are water hoses for the outside bibs. Water hoses coming in. Most of it's copper, which is very old school, but also lasts forever. I doubt any of it's original, but if you look at some of this stuff, it could be original 100 years old. That was what they used back in the day. The shinier stuff we know is not, of course. But cool thing about that, one, it lasts, but two, it's all right here. We can get to it. Now, most of the bathroom stuff is straight above. Right over here, you can't see, but we're actually remodeling that bathroom, so we're able to work at the very bottom of that bathroom. That is actually going to be the office bathroom that'll get the most use, so we can access everything. So that's really good news. Floor, what happens when you have a pipe break? All the water runs in here. Basements do flood. My grandfather had a basement and a boiler system, and I think his was an oil boiler if I remember correctly, but boilers run on different things. Basement would flood from natural water. When we had all the rain about a week ago, I was down here, and the water was actually coming through all these old cracks because this is below ground. So groundwater will protrude in here. It's just natural. It's going to happen. You can seal it, you can put stuff on it, whatever. It doesn't really matter because in here, the way this basement's designed, it runs down this little trough and runs into the sump pump. Then the sump pump picks it up, pumps it up, shoots it out to the, I guess on this one, it probably goes to the septic or sewer. We need to determine which this building is, whether it's septic or sewer. It's old enough, it probably should be septic, but most of this stuff hooked to the sewer. Over time. So we'll figure that out. We do need to figure that out so I can make a note so we're not confused like that other property. But pretty neat. Tidy little basement. And I guess this will be our hurricane and tornado shelter. Probably the safest place in the building. So AJ's shaking his head. He liked that. So we'll make it so it's a little easier access. Getting that board up wasn't so easy, but wasn't that hard either. But definitely a good hiding spot. If I ever can't find AJ or Christian, I don't know where to look for them now. Only problem is if we put the board down, then we put the carpet back, they're pretty well trapped. They're not going to be able to get back out. So I'll show you the other side of this system and how it works. So on this one, you have a normal thermostat on the wall. You put the temperature up. And each room in this building has what I call a register, but it's basically a radiator. Then you feel the heat coming up out of it. It's circulating the water through, which is hot water. And the hot water is actually allowing it to make heat. So pretty neat. And of course you see everything is plumbed through. It just continuously runs. And every single room, upstairs and down, has these. But you want to talk about major possibilities of leaks. There's major possibilities of leaks. So we have to keep this building warm because we're below freezing most all day and afternoons nowadays. So if these pipes freeze, you have a major problem. You can drain them. Like this one here, you can turn it off. And then I think on the opposite sides of each one of them, you have a drain. And then you have a air bleed also to air bleed them off. So, because they will get air in the system as well. So pretty neat. There's another one there. Then of course upstairs, every room, every bathroom, every room has it. So that's a boiler, guys. That's what a boiler does. That's our secret cellar. And if your grandparents had that, it might bring back some memories. You don't see it very often, but we're going to keep them in place because they work well. We will eventually do a central heat and air conditioning system to overrun it because of the fact that one day that's going to play out, and that does not create air conditioning. It only creates heat. So we'll have to do something different. But for now, it operates just fine. This part of the building is on central heat and air. There's where we were just at and underneath of. And it needed a major remodel because that was original. As you can see here, this was the original building. This was the brick from the 1920s. They did a good job. They double layered them. They did good work back in the day. But that's the original floor joists, which we're going to have to redo. The original cast plumbing, which we're going to have to redo. Of course, they've adapted it to a lot of plastic. Most of the copper up here is gone, but this was one of the original bathrooms of the building. So getting a major remodel there. Paint's good, lights are good. It's nice and warm. Everything's working out okay. So thanks guys for coming along. Oh, one more thing. Little finishing touches on Mom's office there. Carpet's next, and she will be in business. Now we got to run all of her communication cables and modem. What do they call it these days? The modem. Yeah, so we're going to put a separate modem in here because we've got to have our internet. Loading these videos and lots of other things that we do during the day requires a ton of internet. So we're going to have to put that in here. So this will be the hub for that. And then the back area will be where we run everything to. This will kind of be the communication area. Some of it's already on the wall, but if you've ever seen the backside of any type of office building with multiple different internet sources and phone systems, everything will be right here. It'll have battery backup. I'm going to do a outside solar charger for the battery backup. I'm going to go a little further than what we did across the street. We got across the street pretty good. We'll go one step better over here. So we are going to have battery backup, generator backup, solar for the battery backup. That way, in case the power goes out instantaneously, the battery takes over. We'll also have generator system. So we should have no excuses for when we have terrible weather. And this is the big central heat and air system. Yeah, this is the central heat and air system for the main part of the office here. And there, yeah, that's brand new. That's I don't know if you guys ever seen that technology yet. That's something futuristic. So we'll tell you more about it later. We can't really talk about it yet. And then an old school alarm system. Yeah, That's actually hooked to all the windows. So if the windows break, if you notice around all the little wire running around the windows, that's actually a continuous wire that runs through in case a window breaks. It sets off the alarm. We'll have to bring that up to new standards too, but we'll get there. Thanks guys, appreciate you following along. Hope that was interesting for you.